We rejoin the story of Gassire, known as Gassire to his billions of fans, as he hits his lowest point. After making a contract with the demonic wise man to trade his family, fortune, and future kingdom for a magic musical instrument, he discovers it won't play. The start of the 90s sees the former prince trying to turn it all around.
Everyone was dead, I wasn't going to be king, and the flute still wouldn't make a sound. I thought that the wise man who brokered the deal had really gotten me good, but then I turned it around. Like literally, I was blowing in the wrong end.
Gassire's attempts to appease the gods included sending his sons to war, which coincidentally gave him the free time needed to start his music career.
Poof, all of my kids gone. All because I didn't get a user's manual. I mean, I guess I should ask more questions, but I was keen on making an exit. The guy I got the lute from, he had snake eyes. I mean literally snakes coming out of his sockets. When you hear the term magic lute, you kind of expect the playing part to be included, you know?
Overcoming his greatest obstacle, Gassire was ready for stardom. Under the name Gassire's Lute, he started playing any venue that would have him. However, due to a small mistake, the crowds at his first performances left confused more often than not.
I know it's not a lute now, but when I was making my shady deals with Cobra Commander, I didn't have my big book of medieval shit with me. I just thought, oh, it's a crappy flute. It's too late to change it now.
The mid-90s sees Gassire trying to make it in the music scene while still dealing with the death of his entire family, often by supernatural means.
I kept asking myself, was it worth it? My entire family crumbled. 2 of my cousins turned into pillars of salt right in front of me. I mean, I think it was salt. I didn't taste it or anything. Again, I didn't know flat-out transmogrification was on the table when I made the deal. Maybe I'd make different choices now if I knew about the Old Testament Harry Potter bullshit.
While seeking the fame he was promised, much of the 90s was filled with close calls.
It was down to me and that ripped black guy for the last member of the Dave Matthews Band. He got it, though. But that didn't stop them from using me as inspirations for their songs, though. Under the Table and Dreaming, that was me, blacked out at a party. Crash Into Me, DWIs, multiple. Ants Marching, dick critters.
Some of Gassire's version of events seemed hard to believe, so we went to an expert to find out why.
Drugs. He's done more mind-altering substances than anyone else on record.
We learned from the doctor that Gassire's spinal fluid has become an extremely potent hallucinogenic compound.
In fact, I'm surprised hippies haven't lined up to tap him like a maple tree.
After all the trials and sacrifices, Gassire would eventually hit on a sound that would propel him to stardom.
You want a taste of the early stuff? Right? Right? Yeah.
Soon, the rise of the internet and a culture that worships irony would pave the way for the success of Gassire's Lute.